golden rules before borrowing. Number one, pray first. That is, seek the wisdom of God before borrowing. Pray for God's wisdom before you borrow. We can see that in James chapter 1 verse 5. Romans figure 2, discuss openly with your spouse before you borrow. If the two of you will not agree on it, please, however important you think that loan is, don't go ahead to borrow. Because eventually it will bring trouble to your home. There must be a point of agreement where the two of you have reached a consensus that you can borrow the money before you borrow it. There must be consensus. Number 3, you must borrow for productivity, not for pleasure. Not to change clothes, not to change your wardrobe. It doesn't make sense. It must be for productivity. It must be the things that will add value to your life. Maybe, for instance, like I said, the husband wants to go back to school, or the wife wants to go and learn a particular skill. Yes, you can borrow money to do that, because you know when you invest in yourself, like I said yesterday, that increased learning also leads to increased earning. If you want to increase your earning, increase your learning. So when you want to acquire skill for the sake of working on yourself and improving on yourself, then you can borrow money. Number 4, ensure you can pay without strain. Ensure you can pay without strain. For instance, if your salary is 10,000 Kenyan shilling per month and you want to borrow money and they say you are going to be paying back 50,000 per month, where will you get it? You will either steal or you'll be borrowing money. I've even seen families where they borrow money to pay this one. When they cannot pay off that one, they borrow money from another source to pay this one. They borrow to pay, they borrow to pay. At the end of the day, it affects the peace in their home. Number 5, Roman figure 5, avoid multiple debts. Sometimes you borrow for an important purpose. But when you go to the extent of borrowing from 10 different sources and you don't know which one to pay, like I said, you borrow from this one to pay this one, you borrow from this to pay this one, it destroys peace in the home. There are so many families that have been broken. There are families, although they are together, but they are bleeding financially because they cannot control themselves in the area of borrowing. Borrowing should be done with wisdom before you go into it. Number 6, have written terms. Have written terms. Subject your borrowing to formality. Write it down that I'll be paying so a month at so time. This is how much I'll be paying. Because sometimes there are some greedy, creditors. They give you money, but they charging you at the end of the day. Have it written down. Say, okay, this is how much I'll be paying. The creditor will sign. You also will sign. At the end of the day, it saves you from unnecessary legal tussles.